Printing, scanning, copying, and doing it all wirelessly. How about that with a half-price printer? Because normally this would be $120. Just here at HSN, $59.99. It comes from HP. Included with this beautiful machine, you get 2 full-size ink cartridges as well, and 1 month of HP Instant Ink, which we will explain in just a moment. But it's kind of like auto ship, where you constantly have ink coming to you when the printer says you're getting low. Fantastic deal, and you can print wirelessly, which means I could be all the way on the other side of the world or the other side of the room and print anywhere that I want. Erin Berger, speaking of being on the other side of the room,
I don't like being far away from you, but
I took a shower today.
The things I do for presentation. Who wouldn't want to stand next to Michelle Yarn all the time?
How are you? Welcome to Lunch Rush.
Thanks for having me on Lunch Rush.
This is a crazy good deal.
We're going to show you guys some really, really cool things. One of the best things about this printer, well, Michelle, originally this was not in this hour. We sold this with a Computer Today special over the weekend. We didn't have enough to do in a primetime airing for immediate delivery, and so we got just our final few into Michelle's Lunch Rush.
And can I, not to interrupt, to your point, Erin, we got about 470 of these available for immediate shipment.
Yeah, okay, cool. So if you've needed a new printer, we're gonna convince you right now. I mean, really, this will help you so much. One of the best things, the reason I'm over here instead of next to Michelle, is this printer prints. You can print from any device, from anywhere in the world. So I'm across the room. I could be across the country, I could be across the world, it doesn't matter. It has its own built-in email address. Whether you're using an iPhone, whether you're using a Packard Bell Android device, which I'm gonna show you in a minute, any Android device, Samsung, Sony, Apple, you name it. So I'm just gonna press print on my smartphone. How many times do you take pictures on your smartphone? You think, how am I gonna get these? So, do you see that it's already printing on the printer? Again, the printer has its own email address. So if you're out with your friends and someone takes a picture and you go, oh, I love that, just email it to Michelle at hpeprint.com.
I love
when
that
you get
idea.
home, Michelle, it's gonna be there waiting for you.
That's fantastic.
Okay, one more thing, one more example. So again, you can do this from any computer. It can be a Mac, it can be a PC, it can even be coming up on Friday night at 9 o'clock. In Adam and Amy's Friday night show, we have the launch of a Packard Bell 2-in-1 computer. It looks like a Microsoft Surface, but it costs less than $150.
I honestly thought that's what it was.
You thought it was a Surface, right? No, it's less than $150. So 9 o'clock is the first time anybody will be able to see it or get it. I hope you don't mind me just sort of letting everybody know.
Please, I know you're excited.
Because that is a brand new product launch that's gonna be out of this world. Let me join Michelle and show you guys some really cool things.
But you know, that's a perfect example, Erin, that it could be something that's old, it could be something brand new. If you can email, you can use this.
Universally compatible. So whether it's Packard Bell, a lot of us, went through college with that, whether it's Hewlett Packard, the #1 computer manufacturer in America, the #1 printer manufacturer in America, the first thing you saw me do was send a photo from the cell phone, right? Bum, ba-da-bum. This is what we're talking about. We're talking about the little, what's it called? St. Patrick's Day baby there, ready to go, having a good time, ready to throw on a party. Now, here's the best thing. Here's literally the best thing. This scans, it copies, it faxes. In fact, we have such little time in this presentation, I'm gonna start a demonstration now that I don't usually do till later because I want to talk to you while I do it. Just to demonstrate in a minute, this is printing, I'm gonna demonstrate the copying in just a minute. It is the lowest price color printing in America on any printer under $300. So obviously this is about a fifth of $300.
I was gonna say, we're way under that.
Right? It's the lowest color printing in America. So to print 8.5 by 11. You know how when you go to the photo kiosk and you pop in an SD card?
Once I've waited 30 minutes.
And you wait 30 minutes and you hope that they have the right paper or whatever. That costs about $5 typically.
You're right.
This costs 5 pennies.
That's amazing.
This costs 5 cents to print.
And look at the quality, the colors.
That's right. It's HP, so it is true lab quality, the absolute best quality printing. This costs 5 cents. I'll do one more. This, and I will let you tell our friends at home how much it costs to print this, just to make sure you're paying attention.
I'm gonna go with 5 cents.
Did you major in math?
5 cents.
You
Shocking math. It's a very
calculus and stuff, don't you? Yeah, right. So, I mean, this is the kind, and I'll talk about HP Instant Ink in a minute. Even better, you never have to go shopping for, not only is ink half price. You never have to shop for ink again. This was the registration form that I sent from the Packard Bell that is, again, premiering on Friday night at 9 o'clock in Amy and Adam's show. We're very excited about it. We're very excited that this printer is universally compatible. So whether it's RCA or whether it's Packard Bell or whether it's Apple or whether it's HP or whether it's Dell, you can print wirelessly. However, now I'm not just printing, I'm making a color copy, and I can't wait to show you the quality of it.
Okay, well, while that's coming out, I do want to ask, can I just plug it in like a regular printer if I want to?
Thank you for asking, because I get so excited about new technology.
It is really cool, but...
Yes, you absolutely.
Nice.
In the back, you can plug in Ethernet port, USB port. You certainly can plug this in.
And you get 2 full-size ink cartridges.
Oh my gosh, can we talk about that for a sec?
Because I was like, oh, we get little samples. He's like, no, no, no.
Well, tell him why you thought that, if you don't mind.
Because it says it's a setup black instant ink and a setup tricolor.
So you know what that means? That means it's actually overfilled relative to a normal cartridge, because when your first cartridge sets your printer up, it uses ink, you know, to calibrate and all of those things.
So we're not dipping into the actual ink I want to print with.
That's right. That's how good it is. They account for that.
Crazy good deal.
How much would you spend if you have a dinosaur printer at home? It probably doesn't have a touchscreen like this. You probably can't copy, you probably can't scan. Certainly you can't do all these from your smartphone.
4 of them running right now.
And how much would you pay for ink for your old dinosaur printer at home? I'll bet you'd pay more than $60. Yeah. Well, we're including the ink, so it's sort of like buy the ink, get the printer, copier, scanner for free, and we're gonna tell you in a second a little more about it, you're gonna get a free month of HP Instant Ink. But before we show you that, if you don't mind, so I just made a copy, right? Because we can go on and on about the cool technical specs, about how inexpensive it is,
but how
you
does
know,
it
for
look?
ink.
Yeah.
Look it. Can you tell the difference between the original and the copy? That's the kind of quality you get. So, you know, when somebody's at the house and you have an old photo of maybe you're lucky enough to have great-grandmother's wedding photos or those, and somebody goes, I love that. It's so easy for you to walk over here and go, you're gonna walk out of here with a copy that looks as good as the original.
So we know the photos look amazing. It's the best price on color photos you can get anywhere out in the nation, but the other things we just need on a daily basis for our printer, our documents, maybe it's office things, maybe it's a school project. I am always printing reading logs for my 6-year-old because I lose them. He brings them home on a Monday. By Friday, I'm like, where'd they go?
Well, there they go.
So I just keep a copy on my phone. You can do that. So, I mean, it is the everyday, but then you have these awesome features where you can do these beautiful color printouts from anywhere wirelessly, or just plug it right in like you normally would. But that's a great idea. I could get this for my mom and print something to her, like from home.
So let's expound on that a little bit. My mom lives in Kentucky, all right? I live in Florida. My twin brother lives in California. I've got 4 sisters. They live in Utah, Washington, D.C., Kentucky, and Sarasota. So we live all over the place, right? My mom gets pictures from us every day, because when somebody takes a picture, or the grandkids, the 20 grandkids take a picture, they just email it. Doesn't matter if they're putting it on Facebook. If they just email it to momburger@hpeprint.com. It comes out on her printer in Kentucky.
That blows my mind.
5 pennies. So she's like, send me all the pictures at 5 pennies a piece. We can print all day long.
And that 5 pennies is meaning how much ink you have.
That's what the ink costs. So let's talk. Is it okay if we talk about that for a second? Okay. I will just mention, since I have it out here, this is Alexa enabled as well. If you have an Alexa device, you can actually voice print with this. So like these cartoons that I've printed, there's a Peanuts cartoon, there's coloring pages. I did those just by asking Alexa to print to the printer. I don't want you to think just because it's our half-price printer that you're missing nothing on it, but it is so simple to use, especially because it has the touch screen. So if you want to copy, if you want to scan, if you want to print, you see how easy it is to do here. But you asked me a question. I was going to show you, I was going to talk about HP Instant Ink.
Okay.
So you might be saying, what is HP Instant Ink? HP Instant Ink is an ink replacement program. So here's what happens. The printer knows when it's almost out of ink, and it lets HP Central know. You don't do anything, and ink comes to your door. Wouldn't it be great if your refrigerator, every time you opened it, if eggs were gone, it automatically replaced it. Milk, it automatically replaced. Grapes, and what if it did it for half price what you pay at the grocery store? I mean, I would be so in. Well, that's what HP Instant Ink does. For 50% less, it automatically replaces your ink for you. It's not like, oh, I got new ink, it's gonna be $60 on my credit card this month. It's $5 a month. It's just a monthly plan. So they're based on pages printed. You can print full color every time if you want, no annual fee. You can up or down the plan, more print or less print at any time. Ink shipping and cartridge recycling are included. look at this. How much can you save? Well, most people I know, in fact, most of the hosts at HSN, I know Adam Freeman, I know Suzanne Runyon, Shannon, me, I think Colleen, we all use the moderate printing plan.
Yeah, in the middle there.
It's $5 a month, okay? We get 100 pages a month, so that's 5 pennies. And if you go over, I bet you're thinking, oh man, what if I go over? It's still only 5 pennies a page if you go over, okay?
Oh my goodness.
The average user saves $240. How can you not buy the printer? You save $240, 3 times the price of the printer, just by using HP Instant Ink in a year. If you print a lot, if you have a small business, maybe you run a small business out of the home, or maybe you just have a couple of kids, so you print a couple hundred prints. Going through 300 prints is not, you know, hard to do. Then it's only 3 pennies a page, it's $10 a month, and you save $672. That's your savings are 10 times what you're paying for the printer today.
It's kind of like the ultimate auto ship would be, right? But this is HP's thing, and that's an option. So when you get this bundle, you get a month for free to try it out.
You don't have to do it.
See how it works.
Absolutely not.
If you decide to do it, absolutely do it. This is a crazy deal. It is half price. Your free shipping and handling and a flex payment of $10. It's a printer, copier, scanner. You can print wirelessly from across the world, across the room. You can hook it up and use it like you normally would. It also includes 2 full-size ink cartridges. You get the instant ink trial, like we said. There's some really great software coming included for you to try out too.
The Hallmark Card Studio.